Hey there, how's it going? Thanks for joining. It's been a while since I posted a video. I'm going to try and do it more regularly going forward. I wanted to show you this KLR600. You've seen it before in different stages. I showed a hot start video before I rebuilt it, but now the engine's been rebuilt and it's got some miles on it. It's broken in, it's running well, and I was asked in one of my previous videos to do a cold start video, which I hadn't done. So let's get into it. So my method for starting this thing is as follows. It's cold, and make sure the fuel's on, that's on the other side. The choke lever is where it is on, I think, most of the older KLRs and the KLR650s, right there. So we'll make sure to choke it. And it's kickstart only, this bike. I think it's a 1 year only because they realized it's a hell of a time starting these bikes. So they put the electric shifter on after that, or the electric starter, sorry. So here's your Kickstarter. What I do is I kick the engine over until I feel quite a heavy resistance, and that's the power stroke when the cylinder's under vacuum, and it usually happens around 9 o'clock here. And I'll push the starter or the Kickstarter down to where it hits the foot peg. There's a little bump stop here, and then I'll just push it slowly. You'll see me do it, and then once I've done that, I've gone through the power stroke and through some of the exhaust stroke. So then the piston is near top dead center. I'll get that draw in on the intake stroke and then compression, and hopefully we'll get ignition and the bike will run. So that's my plan. I know a lot of people will kick the bike with the ignition off first to get the fuel into the cylinder head, but I think my take on that is, well, if it's going to start, it's going to start, so you might as well have the ignition on. That's just my opinion. So I'll put the camera down, I'll get on the bike, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so the bike is stone cold. I think I last ran it maybe, I don't know, 7 or 10 days ago, so it's been sitting for a while. The fuel is on. I'll get on the bike, and we'll see if we can start it. So, full choke, ignition on, and you see I won't just kick wildly. I'll get, so there's the heavy pressure, or the difficult part to push at roughly 9 o'clock. So I'll push it through that, right down till it stops, and now I'm where I want to be. So I'll kick it firmly. It probably won't start the first time. All right, well, it started first kick. It's a good thing we had that ignition on after all. Hey, you never know. So to get it, it doesn't like to run on choke for very long. So you start to hear it, it's starting to want to die. So I'll give it a bit of throttle to pick up the idle speed, and then I'll remove the choke. And keep a bit of throttle on it to keep it running. And that only takes, maybe 30 seconds like that, maybe only 20, and then I'll let it turn down and idle. So it's idling a bit low. That can be adjusted down here with the idle speed screw. But there you go. Cold start KLR600 from sitting from 7 to 10 days. I mean, this bike's in pretty good shape, so I wouldn't expect them all to start that easily, but I think using that technique, you could probably get most of them to start with a bit of effort. Don't ask me why the headlight's like that. That's for another video. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll do a proper walk around and tour of this bike. I'm happy with how it turned out, and maybe I'll take you for a ride around the block as well. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there.